Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 16 with me, Sid, and last episode we built a hut, which is really handy when you want somewhere to live or store things and do stuff with, but really does need, I don't know, some je ne sais quoi going on in it, I suppose. So, this is one of many huts we will be building over the coming, what's in there, more food, over the coming weeks and months, because this is TerraFirmaCraft. I never take this much less than 100 episodes at the very bare minimum. Now, we need more properties off of this. That's going to be a fairly busy avenue. This one, I think we're going to stick over here. We are going to stick our forge thing. That's the word I'm looking for. Thing. And the forge is going to require some... how do I put it? It's going to require a little bit of special TLC, shall we say, because of course that one's all wood and wood brick. We can't do that with a forge. There's some great wood logs. That's good. Your spruce and hickory, dickory, and oak. All right. So that means I need to find myself some more great wood. It's going to be a pain because I think that's going to kill my axe if I bring another. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's go and have a. What I do need to do is get a great wood sapling so we can. So we can decide on things, and we also need to decide on how big the forge is going to be, because it's going to have to be expandable over a certain period of time. Now, the other one we need is a kitchen and living area. We also need that fairly urgently. But we may get away with waiting on that. I'll take my chances with this axe, because push comes to shove, I can always make a stone axe. Actually, did I leave a whole load of wood down there? Let me just check. So I'll stack some more up down there, and we'll not waste that. Obviously, I'm not going to let you despawn. I did leave a whole load down here. Okay, well that's good to know. We still got a reasonable amount of durability left on our thing as well, so that's always good. Boop. Yeah, let me get this together, and we are going to get the piles put into the lake bed for the forge, and then we'll start working actually on the forge itself. So I'll do this, be back in a second. Alright, it's another fine day. I've got a whole load of building blocks. I don't want to go too far that way, because we'll end up too far close to that landmass there anyway. So this is probably the ideal side to do the forge off of, and these two obviously we can continue with some walkways out and out, but I think the forge can literally come straight off. Maybe actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and grab some more, almost certainly. But if I were to come straight down here, to there, that's as good a point to bring the floor up to. So the piles will go down to the bottom of the lake bed, and then we'll And then we shall come out. I'm trying to think, how far do I think we need to do this? Well, what we probably need to do is grab some slabbage, and that will make us a good start. Well, right, yes. In terms of how big this wants to be, that in itself is an interesting question, to which I don't actually have the answer. Now, this possibly wants to be like this with stairs, but we'll worry about that in a moment. I'll use this for the time being to kind of get us a space. So if I wanted this to be, let's have a think. If I would normally go, we'll have fire. I need to plot this out on something. Struggling to visualize my my forge layout in my head. So you normally have this kind of structure going on, and we can do that like that, and then you can also have this one made up of this position here. Do I like that as a setup, or would I just prefer to have two? Need three, one for a crucible, one not for a crucible, two with bellows. I'm very tempted to work at this point here. And then this middle bit really doesn't matter, but that gives you a little bit. You can come and work the forge either side. In fact, you could do that works, which would be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 by 1 2 3 4 5. Just going to leave that there for a moment while we what am I going to use for the floor? That's a good question as well. 5. So 1 2 3 4 5. So that will be the space. Now we're going to need space to work around that. So if I were to go 1 2 3 that way, and I said 7, didn't I? Which 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 4 5 6 7, and then what do you reckon, about 3 either side on the end? So 1 2 3. So I would say there would be my point, just down there. Because that gives me room to put some chests in, because I'm not going to leave the metals and stuff over in that building. That's not going to be how we roll at all. So if I were to go from here, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then 1 2 3, so we need to go this way. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and down here. To there. It's going to be quite a large building, I think, but I think once we've done it, it's relatively straightforward. Let me just check that. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Even. It doesn't matter, flat roof this one. Stick with even, doesn't matter. There we go, yeah. Right, sorry, I know I'm rambling. It is my way. Right, so there. Whee. Right, let me just work on this, getting this final bit of infrastructure in, and then we'll be back in a mo. Alright, I need some more shale. I need quite a bit more shale smooth rock. This is going to be, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 5, 35 on that side, and probably 40 odd on that side. That'll give me the stone floor for this. We need to decide what we're going to use for the pillars that go up the side. Although we could possibly get away with keeping those in wood, because most of the fire heat source is going to be over that side, so I may actually do that yet. And then the walls, which will be something else entirely. So shale, this is shale land over here, so all we need to do is go over and find a ready source of rock and chisel it smooth and dig it up, and we should be good. And just coincidentally, there is this thing here which will be fine. So yeah, that's a ready source. I need to think about a chimney as well for this, and whilst I believe that it is not necessary to stagger it because the forge shouldn't go out with wet in this pack, I'm going to do it anyway, just because it is good practice. I am a very firm believer in things being habit forming. Have I got food on my hot bar and the seagulls are out? Okay. Ambience is strong here, but doesn't matter. We'll carry on with this, and we will get quite a bit done hopefully this episode. Let me grab this. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, almost there. I just need 12 more. What I'm doing is I'm going to stick this lip on the side to put the actual walls on, because I think it will just round it out better. And for that I need 12 more blocks of that stuff anyway. I want to actually just experiment. Let me just change you back to smoothing mode. So I need 12 more blocks in smooth. I also want to experiment with some of the other options of this chisel, because it don't scare me, cow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what we need for this. Now while I'm here, if I change the mode to that, oh, I think I've just found my sides. One, or possibly, yeah, I don't know whether that will work as a thing. Let me just have a look. That's small outline. That looks like it's for wood. Oh, circle. I think that might be interesting as well. Might have some bunch of that as well then. Can I? I can. Excellent. Right. Let me do a little bit of digging, and I shall be back with you in a moment. We'll make the two forge. Well, sorry, the three forges. Once the light anyway. One, and I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. Stick. So from here we'll be able to work 3 forges quite happily. The noise will be annoying, however, and we just need to get these edges done. But on the whole, I'm liking this so far. Take that lot out there. Take that lot out there. We'll swim. We'll just swim back to the shore once we've done this bit. Actually, we're going to now swim over here. There is some method to this, by the way. Not least of which is I want a whole load of this dirt. Probably 2, maybe 3 stacks worth. 3 normal Minecraft stacks. When I should clarify that, of course, because I don't mean TFC stacks. They're only 32, so I need like 6. Probably 6 stacks of dirt. Where shall we go? Look at that up there. This place, I'm going to go and grab a whole load of that copper at some point as well, but right now I would like to just strip a whole load of dirt from here, because again at this point in time our most likely building material is dirt, is mud bricks. But I don't want to do them all in the same colour. This should be a nice light mud brick. Once that, so yeah, that's the thought anyway. So let me get these together and I'll be back with you in a sec again. There shouldn't be anything able to get me, not in the time it takes me to get back here anyway. Hup. Yep, and hup. That obviously needs lighting up. It's all nasty at the moment, but there we go. We got 2 stacks worth. I'll have to go back into the 3rd one should I require it. But we'll take that chance. Probably will need a 3rd one anyway, and we've got to go and make this into go get clay and all the good stuff to go with that as well. Let me put that back in there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let me find somewhere just to dump those for the time being. Got 2 stacks of that, so I just need the clay, and then we can lay them out to dry, and that'll give us the first lot of bricks. Riches. Actually, before we do that, let's make ourselves a sandwich to take for breakfast. So yeah, I'm going to run out of bread very soon as well. That's another thing that I need to bear in mind, because I haven't currently got a bread oven. So at some point all of this malarkey is going to go out of the window. I'm still in 2 minds about this entire sandwich mechanism. Part of me thinks it's great and you know, interesting. It's different. It's fun-ish. I mean, yeah, definitely ish on the fun. But part of me thinks it will get old very, very quickly. So I don't know. And while I'm thinking about it, the other thing I should mention is I have been trying. Oh, hello, we got some green company over here, I think. Where are you? I have been trying out the 1.12 port of TFC. It is not playable at this stage. Bear in mind, it's getting there. It's just not there. Terrain generation seems to be more or less there and fine. You can nap tool heads. You can cast tool heads. You can make tools out of metal, but for some reason when I tried it, you couldn't actually use the napped tool heads to make tools, which is a bit of a problem. Thirst doesn't seem to be there yet. Although realistically I'm not sure how much of a problem that is, because if they really wanted to, they could just add tough as nails core to it, and you get the thirst that way. And I don't think anybody would say, you know, that was wrong. Now, I do know the project is aiming to duplicate TFC in its entirety without using any third-party mods, so, you know, it might go against their vision, but personally I don't think that would be an issue. Right, get rid of you, put you there, you can go there. So I need 64 of both, and then we'll laugh in. Let me get that done. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these bricks, and I'll be back again in a mo. Alright, so while that's drying, I wanted to do something. There is a section of land over here which we haven't uncovered yet, and I could do with trying to find a few more just patches of food, really, preferably veg, although I'd settle for grain as well. That would be acceptable. And yeah, so just over here there's this section, and then I'd like to try and uncover, see what's over there, just because we need to pass the time for a short period. And yeah, I was really surprised by how far along that 1.12 port has come. The one thing, like I say, is we need to get the napped tools together. That would be an ideal thing. Once that's done, I think it's... Oh, and mobs don't spawn. That's the other thing I noticed. But once those two issues are kind of solved, I think you would have a semi-playable mod. Yeah, you definitely have a semi-playable mod on it, and it would be interesting to see how that goes, because from my point of view, if we can get it to the point, if it is stable enough, then I would certainly consider trying to put it together with a few other mods, just to try it out, even if it was like take what they've written, add some tough of nails, and, you know, maybe a few other mods in there. I don't know exactly what yet, but yeah, it's looking promising. Certainly looking very, from my point of view, it's looking very exciting as a prospect going forward. And oranges, look at that. It was definitely worthwhile coming over here. You are cattle, so that's fine, I don't mind. I should actually make a new... I should mark some of these, because these are going to be valuable later on. Are they oranges or peaches? They might be peaches. Don't suppose it really matters, does it? They literally must have just come in, must be ripening now. But that's going to be ideal. Like I say, I would prefer to find some veg, because at the moment the only veg we have now is tomatoes, which is not necessarily a best place to be in. I suppose the other thing we should do at some point is start collecting these saplings. Maybe I will today. I've got a couple of... Yeah, let's just grab the saplings, shall we? If we can. There's 1, 2, 3, and stack that lot. Excellent. Well, that's a bonus, because yeah, we can start collecting the saplings, because we now have somewhere to live where we're living, and we can plant them, which is a fairly minor consideration when you're thinking about your average base. You know, until you are ready to put your set down roots, then you are definitely. Oh, come on, must be 90 yet. Come on, yep, no, maybe, yep. So yeah, so as soon as that becomes more playable, I will take it for a spin, I think, even if it's just for a mini FTB series, just to try it out. If you do want to try it out yourself, there is a public Discord where you can download it from. I haven't got the link to hand, unfortunately. So if I remember, I will try and put it in the thing. But you basically look for the 1.12 TSC port. If you Google that, you should find it. Let me eat this hazelnut. Okay, I'm just going to have a little hunt around over here, and I'll come back if there is anything interesting. Didn't go far before I saw that fella. We're going to have to get a bow sorted. But right now I'm going to have to skirt around him, I think. Alright, we're back. There wasn't much else interesting out that way that I really spotted. I did get a few more peaches. I've not seen any veg at all, which is a little bit alarming. It suggests that maybe we're not going to get any more veg this year, and we are currently in early autumn, so that could make our nutritional values a little bit awkward through the winter months, but we will see. I mean, if nothing else, we can adopt a carnivorous diet, and we will if necessary. But yeah, so these are all done. This will give us a chance to get the forge wall at least one high, maybe two, and get a bit for the door on as well, because that's always nice. Roof and chimneys we can worry about probably next episode, when we move on to getting our own quarters, our little shack. And I don't think we're going to do anything, you know, as in season 3 I had quite a large house, and it's really not necessary for what we want to do. What we need is a place to cook, a place to sleep, maybe a place for an armor stand or a couple of chests, but you know, that's minor. We just need the means of getting set up. But I think we're probably going to find that our first year in the world of TFC is going to be firmly set in the Bronze Age. I doubt we're going to make it through to the Iron Age in the first year, which, you know, that's not a problem. I mean, we haven't died, that's always a bonus. And yeah, let me have a little, well, let's just go and have a quick let me make a sandwich, have a quick sleep, and then we'll tackle this in the morning, because I think, yeah, we're not far off. Yeah, we need to also find some storage for that as well. So yeah, back in a mo. Alright, another day, and we have at least got what we need to go over the door. So that gives us that level of protection. We can come in around here. Now, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with windows and stuff in this yet, so I will... but different texture, I think it will work. It varies up gives you a bit of variety. Now, I'm not going to chisel this one back. This is going to be a flush design, I think. Just because I don't think I can, let me check, I don't think I can go into, yeah, you can't detail mode those, and you can't slab them, so that's, you know, if nothing else, that's a reason not to do that. Now the back, let's come up here, well, let's just go the back element. You got room for some chests back there, haven't you? So let's do this. Oops, all the way. And then we'll worry about windows on this one maybe. Plenty of room around for an anvil or two. And when we get to the more advanced stuff, like everybody's favourite wire drawing machine, let's do a 2 gap window there. I think we're going to need more of this. We shall have a 2 window there. Yeah, this side, I think I'm going to just go for a 1. But we'll have a 3 wide window. We're not far off, you know. I only think we need maybe a half a stack. And then we can start thinking about roof and the chimney element of this. So that's 8 plus 4, 8, 16, 17, 18. No, it's only 19 more we need. That's pretty good. Needs a door. We'll need to put some illumination in the place. Interesting, they are... No, they're not. It's me. I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's giving off light. But it wasn't. It was a lie. I'll put one there. What else? We'll probably need one over this side. Probably one. Let's just go there and there. That will work. Temporarily one there. Now, obviously, again, these are not good light sources, so you know we need to bear that in mind. So, what did I say we needed? 8, 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, I am going to go and grab myself 19 dirt blocks from over here. Back in a mo. Alright, last batch. I made 19, and of course that isn't going to work, is it? Damn. I need one more block. For anybody who spotted that one, why didn't you tell me? No, obviously you couldn't. Yeah, that was stupid. I should have realised that, of course, you need four blocks to make a set. And I've got the clay. I had 20. I didn't get the 4th block though. Somewhat embarrassing, I'm afraid, but there you go. Let's just grab that up, and then we can go 1, 2, and 3. That will give me that. Obviously, I now need to let that dry, which is a pain, but it's all right because I want to make the glass windows for the forge, and then we're about 33 minutes. So I don't know whether to get the roof on. I'll probably will finish that off next episode. The roof it's not problematic. But it's also not it's not ideal either. It's flat roof, pain. I don't know what. It's one of the things. One of my personal little bugbears is you often, whenever you go into a place, where I work, we have a number of flat roofs, and the flat roofs always leak. However, when you confront somebody and they go, "Oh yeah, flat roofs always leak," and you just want to scream at them, saying, "Well, why do you build them then?" It's just one of those really, really annoying things that you kind of go in. If this is the case that these things always leak, why did you feel the need to build them in the first place? It makes absolutely no sense. Let's use this forge, and we shall light it. And we shall pop those in and get that going. I want some glass blocks. Doesn't take long in the forge. Takes an age in a campfire. I'll get these done. I'll come back as soon as it's finished. Didn't take long. Next batch should take even less time because they're up to temperature. So warming, hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Very hot, hot, hot. Very hot, hot, hot. I think I have to go to red hot. Any second. Faint red. Dark red. There you go. So it has to go to dark red. Meanwhile, we can take those first 10, get those done, and get some nice window in there. And I can chisel them, but I'm not going to for this one. For one, I haven't got a chisel, which must be getting there. There we go. Alright, so we've got windows in, we've got glass, we need that last block and then a roof, and I may do something different here. I'll have a think about that. But let's see, have we got that last block? Boop. Yeah, we do. Or do we? Are you dry? You're still wet. Poo. Okay. Well, as we stand, we are getting close to done on that bit of the building. I think we shall call it an episode at that point. Do I have anything worth making a door out of? Anywhere? Well, we've got great wood plank. What are you made out of? You're great wood. I've got a couple of great wood planks there. We are definitely going to need to be thinking sooner rather than later about getting some more tool bits made, because we are getting somewhat close. But for now, there's my thumbnail. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.